Come on, buddy. Good dog. That's a good recall.
Teaching your dog to come when called is one of the most important obedience skills they will ever learn. It's not just about good manners, it's about safety, trust, and communication. Whether you're at the park, in your backyard, or faced with an emergency situation, a reliable recall can quite literally save your dog's life. In this video, we'll break down exactly how to teach your dog to come when called, step by step, in a way that's positive, effective, and backed by proven training principles. Before we dive into the actual training process, it's essential to understand how dogs learn. Dogs don't respond to commands the way humans do. They respond to associations, rewards, and consistency. When you say your dog's name, followed by the word come, your dog needs to believe that listening to you will always lead to something good. If coming to you ends playtime, results in punishment, or feels confusing, your dog will naturally hesitate or ignore the command altogether. This is where many dog owners go wrong. They unintentionally teach their dogs that coming when called is optional, unpleasant, or unpredictable. For example, calling your dog only when it's time to leave the park or go inside can create a negative association. From your dog's perspective, come means fun ends and restriction begins. Over time, your dog learns to avoid that word. To fix this, we must rebuild the recall command from the ground up, starting with a positive mindset. The recall command must be the best invitation your dog ever hears. It should feel exciting, rewarding, and safe every single time. Let's talk about timing. Timing is everything in dog training. Your reward must come immediately when your dog responds correctly. Dogs live in the moment. If you wait too long, even a few seconds, your dog may not connect the reward with the behavior you wanted. When your dog turns toward you and moves in your direction after hearing the command, that's when you reinforce the behavior. Another critical element is environment. Training recall should always start in a low distraction setting. Begin inside your home or in a quiet, fenced area. If you start training at a busy park with birds, people, and other dogs, you're setting your dog up for failure. Recall is a challenging skill, and your dog needs to succeed consistently before adding distractions. The tone of your voice also matters more than most people realize. Dogs are experts at reading emotion through sound. If you sound angry, impatient, or uncertain, your dog may hesitate. Instead, use a happy, enthusiastic tone. Think of how you'd call a close friend with good news. That's the energy your dog should hear when you say, come. One common mistake is repeating the command multiple times. Saying, come, 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 teaches your dog that the first few commands don't matter. Instead, say the command once, clearly, and then wait. If your dog doesn't respond, don't shout or scold. Go closer, reduce distractions, and try again in an easier environment. Consistency among family members is also essential. Everyone in the household should use the same recall word, same tone, and same reward system. If one person uses come and another uses here, your dog may become confused. Clear communication builds confidence, and confidence leads to reliability. In this first part, your goal is not perfection. Your goal is understanding. You are teaching your dog that coming to you is always safe, rewarding, and worth their attention. Once this foundation is strong, the actual training will become much easier and far more successful. In the next part, we'll begin the hands-on training process and show you exactly how to teach recall step by step using positive reinforcement.
Now that you understand the mindset behind a reliable recall, it's time to move into practical training. In this part, we'll walk through a clear, step-by-step method to teach your dog to come when called, using positive reinforcement and consistency. Start by choosing high-value rewards. These should be treats your dog absolutely loves and doesn't get at any other time. Think small pieces of cooked chicken, cheese, or store-bought training treats. The more exciting the reward, the faster your dog will learn. Begin your training in a quiet, distraction-free space. Stand a short distance away from your dog, just a few feet at first. Say your dog's name followed by the word come in a happy, inviting tone. As soon as your dog moves toward you, Praise enthusiastically. When they reach you, reward immediately. At this stage, reward every single successful recall. This is known as continuous reinforcement, and it helps your dog build a strong association between the command and the reward. Do not skip rewards early on. Your dog needs to trust that listening always pays off. Once your dog responds consistently at short distances, gradually increase the space between you. Take a step back, then 2 steps, and eventually across the room. Always increase difficulty slowly. If your dog struggles, go back to an easier level rather than pushing forward. Body language plays a huge role here. Dogs are more likely to come when you crouch down, open your arms, or move backwards slightly. Facing your dog directly and leaning forward can feel intimidating to some dogs. Make yourself inviting and approachable. Next, introduce mild distractions. You might place a toy on the floor or practice in the backyard instead of indoors. If your dog becomes distracted, shorten the distance and increase the value of the reward. The goal is to teach your dog that no matter what's happening, coming to you is still the best option. One powerful technique is the game of recall. Take turns calling your dog between 2 people in different parts of the house. Each person rewards the dog when they arrive. This turns training into a fun, energetic game and strengthens your dog's response dramatically. Never punish your dog for coming to you, even if it took a long time. If your dog finally comes and you scold them, they'll remember the punishment, not the command. This can seriously damage recall reliability. As your dog becomes more reliable, begin to vary rewards. Sometimes use treats, other times praise, toys, or play. This teaches your dog that coming to you always leads to something positive, even if it's not food every time. Eventually, you can begin practicing recall outdoors in secure areas using a long leash. This allows freedom while maintaining safety. Practice often, keep sessions short, and always end on a positive note. In the next part, we'll focus on advanced recall tips, common mistakes to avoid, and how to maintain reliability for life.
By now, your dog should understand the recall command and respond well in controlled environments. In this final part, we'll cover advanced techniques to strengthen recall, as well as common mistakes that can weaken it over time. One advanced strategy is teaching an emergency recall. This is a special command used only in dangerous situations, such as when your dog is heading toward traffic. Choose a unique word or sound and pair it with extremely high-value rewards. Practice it sparingly so it remains powerful. Proofing is another critical step. Proofing means practicing recall in many different environments: parks, trails, around other dogs, and near distractions. Dogs don't automatically generalize commands. Just because your dog comes indoors doesn't mean they'll come outdoors without practice. Avoid calling your dog for unpleasant reasons. Don't call your dog to be scolded, bathed, or placed in a crate unless you also provide something positive afterward. The recall command should never feel like a trap. Another mistake is overusing the command. If your dog is unlikely to respond, don't say it. Instead, improve your training setup so success is more likely. Every ignored command weakens the behavior. Practice recall regularly, even when your dog is fully trained. Short, fun practice sessions keep the response sharp and reliable. Think of recall as a lifelong skill, not a one-time lesson. Finally, remember that patience is key. Every dog learns at a different pace. Stay consistent, stay positive, and celebrate progress, no matter how small. With time and proper training, your dog will come when called because they want to, not because they're forced to.